In this video, guys, we're going to look at how we can use a very short-term trend line to get onto trades that are running strongly. Stick around. Hey guys, welcome to, so trend lines. You know what a trend line is. We talked about these before on the whiteboard. If you're a long-term subscriber, appreciate your support, by the way. This is a long-term trend line, USD JPY, daily chart, fine, great. You take a break of the trend line. Often we talk about waiting for a little pullback. It'll drive pullback and then a continuation. Great example of one that's a textbook trend line. Don't always work, but hey, it's a nice way of framing a trade. Trouble is those, you have to wait for months sometimes, and that's fine if that's the way you're inclined and you like taking that. What about if you're much more short term? You like to trade things on maybe a shorter time frame or a bit more urgency to things. So there's one way of using them that kind of helps you get into the trade, helps you trigger the trade. And that's to look at little areas after some kind of momentum. We talk about momentum ignition a lot, but if you're kind of late to the party or use it as a way to add to the trade, I'm a big fan of adding to trades that are working, get your biggest size on your best trades. You can kind of say, okay, this is another step, another leg, another reason to get long, another reason to add to the position. Something like this. I'm going to show you some examples in a moment with different assets, but drive higher, good momentum ignition, broken the trend line. So you've got all these filters that are tick, tick, tick. Starts to flag. Yes, it's a flag pattern, admittedly, but this helps you. So you're buying as you break that little short-term downtrend. Now, a lot of people wait for the high to break 109.32. You're getting a little bit of a head start. You're getting in at 108.90. You're getting a 40 pip head start to this thing, which means that the people who are buying the break of the highs are helping add fuel to the fire, are helping you with your trade. So very often this is the case, and you can use this on all kind of different scenarios, guys. Let me look at something like EuroCAD, and let's go on an hourly chart on EuroCAD, for example. Right, hourly chart, EuroCAD, let's get rid of VWAP, we don't need that. Even using this and saying, right, I want to kind of use the same type of scenario, you look for places where you've had momentum and breaks, pauses, and then you draw your little short-term trend line. It's not long-term like we're talking before, months and months and months, and using that as a trigger to get in. So example of this, finally breaks out a multi-day high, kind of flags at highs. You draw your trend line and you've got a good head start on it ripping for another day. Admittedly, it came down and rolled back. So if you've got a multi-day outlook on this, you might have got stopped out. But it's the theme, it's the way to approach it that you say, right, you know what? I'm going to wait to add more to this trade. Or if you're already long, and let's say you've got the momentum ignition before it happens, and that's kind of the ultimate goal. But even so, if you're on the trade, you can, and then you see it break, you can go, right, now I can ratchet my stop up. So perhaps you're already long on this from days ago or hours ago, whatever time frame. When you see this little trend line break, the little miniature trend line break, you go, okay, you know what? There's my stop. I'm going to bring my stop under this low because it's the next leg. I've got the next phase of the trade happening. Let's look at something like an index. Let's look at the DAX, good old DAX. But quite interesting. Recently, and this is the same type of scenario, guys. Same type of scenario. Let's zoom in a little bit here so we can see. Even if you don't necessarily have a long period, you can still, frame this. It's about framing the trade and going, okay, what's happened before, and what are we expecting to happen, and how can we use something that gives us a thumbs up to either we're going to pull the trigger and get long, add to the position, drag the stop up, whatever one of those three that you like to do. Even this kind of 5-day consolidation, eventually broke out the high on DAX. We kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days consolidation, very, very clear, very, very small, and I think sometimes the smaller the better because that's kind of showing a big supply-demand imbalance, in my opinion. Not everyone agrees with that, but I like that. And then we get a break, and again you're front running the people who are waiting for the 14,800 break of the high. So you're already in on this break here and probably looking at this from the next day, 14,730, something like this. Great, and then you're in ready for as the momentum carries it high. It's that little trend line break. And don't forget, we're not looking to do every single thing here, every single little trend line break under the sun. We're looking to combine it with the broader supply-demand imbalance. When we've got that demand coming in or supply to the downside and we see the pause, that's just a nice way of framing things. Let's look at a stock, Facebook, for example. Slightly different because it was earnings, you probably wouldn't have held through earnings, but the same type of thing's happening. A little bit longer, but you've got the break of this kind of multi-month range finally gets going, kind of frames it a little bit. Then you kind of take the break of the high here. Would you have taken it earnings? Possibly not, but you see the theme and the pattern. You see the theme that says, okay, here we go, rather than waiting for a break of this. Now, the downside of this one, I always like to show you all of them, guys, not just cherry picking the very best ones. This is quite a long time, and it's also kind of coming quite a lot into this move. I'd be less and less inclined to take it. I would like to see it kind of break that. You know, if I was taking this, I would like to see that, which is above the highs, everything's good, and then it'd be breaking kind of day 4, day 5. That's when you're using a very, very short-term trend, as you can see, but in the theme of the broader picture. Let's stick on the social media stocks and look at something like Snapchat. Again, this type of scenario where you have a drive higher, a hold, and then it finally goes, you know, is something you can trade. And this one's a good example because it's not perfect. Again, you know, I like to show stuff that's not perfect, but it shows you how to structure the trade. So you've gapped up from earnings, great catalyst at all-time highs. Snapchat, great, whatever you think of it, fine. Then it starts to hold, and this is a bit of a grubby one, admittedly, but it's got the same kind of attributes as the other trade. And then finally it breaks, and if you've got a 3 or 4 day trade, you're fine. If you haven't and you've got a stop below there, you're still fine, but you get the point. Often it's a trigger and a catalyst for it moving higher. So you draw it on, let's go back to USD JPY, the daily chart, you draw it on your highs. You can be as flexible as you like with this. I'm not someone who says, oh, you've got to do it on the wicks, you've got to do it on the bodies. You use your own intuition assessment to draw it. You place it, the trigger for the trade or the addition to the trade or the stop being dragged up is when that market drives through it. Again, if you want to add an attribute of it's got a close above it, that's fine by me as well. But just another little thing that kind of adds an extra step, an extra phase to the trade, some confirmation, whatever it is. Now, if you see a failed scenario where it breaks through and then comes back, that might be a thing where you go, you know what, I'm going to trim the position, I'm going to clumb out the position. So it gives you a good focus point because I'm already in this, I've got, you know, I'm up 400 pips, whatever it may be. Let's see how this resolves. Oh, it fakes out, I'm going to close off. Oh, it's pushing higher, great, I can lock my stop up, lock in those 400 pips. If it goes another 300, great. If it doesn't, I'm locked in 400. Or extra aggressive and you've got a really high target for it, hey, I'm going to add more to the position, I'm going to pyramid into the position. It's a nice little tool to use. Maybe you can use it and add it into your trading structure and strategy. If so, thumbs up's appreciated, guys. Take care, hope it's helped. See you next one. Bye bye.